Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do here is give you some ideas about what you could do on a rainy day. Also, it's a good idea if you would like to see what it's like to work with one of the big telescopes. Not a lot of people get time on those, only about 10 or 20% of the people who want time on the 44 big telescopes in the world get it, but there is a way you can do it actually, and it's free. So it started with the Sloan Digital Sky Survey in 2007, which was a bunch of scientists sweeping across the sky with this instrument here to try and record all of the galaxies up there. And then what they were going to do is classify them all. The trouble was they got 1 billion of them, and they realized that if their team spent the rest of their natural lives trying to do this, they would never ever finish in time. And they said, what on earth are we going to do? And then one of them said, what would happen if we put them on a website and put some simple instructions? Do you think anyone would show up? And that was the beginning of Galaxy Zoo. And this is what Galaxy Zoo originally looked like. This is when I started doing it. And basically it was very simple. It would show you a picture and then it would give you cues, and you would just click on the thing and it would go to the next screen and you go through, and then it would bring up the next galaxy. It was quite simple to do. And you can see up here, there's this thing, My Galaxies. If you see one that you really like, you could make your own little portfolio of galaxies. And what happened was, in 15 months, they cleared the list. They had like 87,000 people have showed up to be part of Galaxy Zoo. And your name is on the list of researchers that is helping. It's really easy. This is so popular that scientists all over the world went, you know what? I could do that. And they created an umbrella site called Zooniverse, which is not all astronomy. There are other scientific disciplines in there, and I'll let you explore that on your own. But I'm going to tell you about the astronomical ones that are on there now. This is what Galaxy Zoo looks like now. This is about the 6th generation, but they're still in progress. There are other surveys that are happening. This is obviously going to be part of what they're pulling up on James Webb, because it's pushing out further than we've ever seen before. So there will be lots of galaxies to sort out if you want to play around with this. But there's also radio Galaxy Zoo from the low frequency radio telescopes out there, and you can identify supermassive black holes and star-forming galaxies. You can track active asteroids. Some of them have comet tails. And so these have cues about water and the formation of the solar system. You can help them with that. You can help them teach how to drive the Mars rovers. They did have a program earlier generation where they were helping to map the surface of Mars and the moon, but now they're helping the drivers of the rovers figure out how to classify Martian terrain to drive safely on it. There's Aurora Zoo, which is all about studying the Aurora Borealis and the Aurora Australis, because we don't really fully understand what's going on up there yet. There's Backyard Worlds, Planet 9. There was a bunch of people that figured out that some of the Kuiper Belt objects have got orbits that are disturbed that would suggest that there is a large body out there that's perturbing those orbits, and they think maybe there's another planet out there. So you can help them. Search for that. There's Citizen Assassin, which is basically classifying the light curves of variable stars to find the most unusual ones. There's cloud spotting on Mars. Yes, there is weather on Mars. There are clouds up there, and they would like people to help them find these things so they can study the Martian atmosphere. There's Dark Energy Explorers, where you identify distant galaxies to help measure dark energy when the universe is only about 2 or 3 billion years old. There's Disk Detective. You can help them find disks around nearby stars where planets form and dwell. There's Gwitch Hunters. This is helping the people at LIGO find colliding black holes and neutron stars. There's Planet Hunters. Earlier versions of Zooniverse had the Kepler team where they were looking for exoplanets, but now we have this new satellite, TESS, up there, and they're doing the same thing. and they could use your help to find these orbiting exoplanets. There's Planet Hunters NGTS as well, the Next Generation Transit Survey. So there's another team that's looking for them. There's Super WASP variable stars, the weirdest variable stars that there are out there. You can help them with that. There's Super WASP black hole hunters, where you can find all of those invisible black holes out there. There's the Zwicky Chemical Factory, which helps you to classify stellar explosions so you can understand what elements were created when these explosions occurred. And you can even help them go back through old records. Astronomy Rewind is about going through old referenced astronomy images and finding stuff that they missed back in the day when they made them, because they didn't know all the things that were out there that could be looked at. And Starnotes, which is helping to transcribe groundbreaking work of early Harvard astronomers. So, you know, it's free, it's easy, there's nothing to it. Sign on and give it a go. If it's a rainy day and you're trying to figure out what to do and how can you do astronomy, this is what I do. Galaxy Zoo, I've been doing it for years. It's a lot of fun.